You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. So, I've titled this segment, Plants Impossible to Kill Even If You Try to Kill them. And so I thought I'd go over the list of those plants where if you just don't know where to start and you seem to think you've got a black thumb and you just don't want to lose another plant, tune in. Here we are. Here's the list we're going to have for you. And I thought it would give you pretty much the trees. I got 2-3 trees, got a couple of shrubs, a couple of perennials that'll kind of get you going, and a vine. So let's just start with vines. A vine. If you don't know where to start, you want to cover up that wall. You've got a hillside that's just washing away from last week's, 3/4 of an inch all at once. Boom. You need to hold that hill, and vines are a great way to go. And so I would say if you're going to start with a vine and you're just not sure, the ones that are the toughest, I don't care. You have to really focus on killing them if you want them to die, because they're going to come back probably. Silver lace vine. So it's got this beautiful flowing white flower. It adapts really well. It's got a real fleshy root structure to it. So it makes it very robust. So it's a beautiful, fast growing vine. One that's very similar, that's a native, is called Virginia creeper. You cannot kill Virginia creeper. It's got a big root like a carrot. Several carrots. And so it's just very, very robust, very drought hardy. Oh my gosh. And it's most famous in the fall for its red fall foliage. And then the most number one selling vine of all of them, not quite as tough as the other two, but darn close, honeysuckle. I mean, Hall's honeysuckle specifically, but honeysuckle as a family of vines, very robust. They're really pretty and very tough. Let's move to trees. Trees, I would say the number one seller, and because it's so pretty and easy to grow, fast growing, would be Prescott Blaze maple. It's the fastest growing of the maples, bar none, that has red fall foliage. So many other maples, they get wind torn, they get beat up, they get yellow, they don't look good. They don't like our soil, our wind, our water, but Prescott Blaze loves growing here. Easily shoots up quickly to 40 feet tall by 20 feet wide, the perfect shade tree, thick shade. It's a great plant. I would say aspens are right up there for fast growth. Now, I'm saying that live. There's some that have all plants have a life cycle. So if it's 20, 30 years old and it dies, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you put it in the ground and watch it thrive. It's hard to make a mistake. Aspens, I would put in that list. I'd put sycamores in that list. I'd put anything with the word locust. Locust is a real small, lacy leaf. And so locusts are just a great, strong plant. There's several native locusts, like New Mexican locusts, that grow really well here. They're very robust. I would put oaks, especially for the higher elevations, the Groom Creeks, the Highland Pines, the Williams, the Seligmans. If you got a windy hillside, you should go and look at oaks. Oaks are really strong and they're native. A lot of them grow. All of them are very deep rooted. So those are great trees to start with. There's several others like redbud. It's a native. Redbud grows wild out New Mexican redbuds. There's several native ones that do well, but all of them, that entire family, loves growing in backyards here in Arizona. Good choice. Shrubs. If you're looking at shrubs, I would say there's some native-y things. Let's start with the pokey, spiny things, because those are tough. Okay, cactus, prickly pears, specifically, ocotillo or jumping cactus or teddy bear cactus. They have several names for that. Jumping cactus is going to come back and bite your face off. Not a nice name. So they call it the teddy bear cactus. It's the same thing. Respect it, give it space, and it'll thrive. You can't kill it. Don't water it, whatever you do. Just leave it alone. Put it in the ground, leave it alone. Yuccas. There's a whole series of yuccas that grow wild in the mountains of Arizona. So banana yuccas, Red yucca's number one seller. So that's a kind of a hip high. The flower is hip high. The foliage is down around knee high, but these red flowers hover and move around. Hummingbirds are always all over them. There's a new one out called yellow or gold yucca. It's a new color out that's just like its cousin. So the redhead or the blonde, pick the one you want. They grow the same. Just the flower color is different. Foliage looks the same size, same full sun. Hardly water it. If you do put it on a drip system, be careful. Treat it like you would your trees. So put it on your tree system. Water a good deep soak once a week, and it's going to be happy. Agaves or artichoke agaves. There's several agaves or century plant. They're in bloom right now. So if you get this gigantic stalk that's up 10, 20 feet tall, it's amazing flower or shrub or whatever it is, agave. Those are also very, very, very robust. So once they bloom, they do die. In about 20, 30 years, they're going to die. The mother plant gives up all of its energy to its babies, its seed at the top. Then it drops over and it's going to reseed over there. But what happens is underneath all this great big artichoke, gigantic artichoke looking plant, you'll see all these little pups. So you see it, she never truly dies. She leaves back behind little babies, and then you have a cluster of agaves, but you will have to clean that one out in about 20 years. So you cut out the old spent flower. It'll pop right out. So that's another one. Okay, shrubs, other ones. I would say chaste tree, Chaste, chaste tree. It's blooming purple. It's about to erupt in purple flowers right now. It blooms from summer through fall. Great pollinator, big shrub. Gets up to at least 10, 12 feet tall. Beautiful shape. Just vase shaped to it. It's a companion plant with desert willows, which is another one that's very tough, or red buds, another one that's very tough. You can't kill these things unless you just grossly overwater them. Just totally water them every day. They're not going to like that. They want to be respected, left alone. I just want to bloom over here by myself. Just talk to me sweetly, but don't give me too much water. Again, if you water these, put them on that tree system. Water it real deep once a week. That's more than enough to keep them happy. But chaste tree, very good plant. Desert willow. There's a new variety called Buddha. Budda, or no, Bubba. Sorry, Bubba. Desert willow. We figured out how to breed the seed out of it, so it doesn't form seed. All the plant does when it blooms, drops a flower, excuse me, and then sets another set of flowers. Amazing bloomer, much longer bloom cycle. Your other shrubs are, excuse me, got a little something. Speaking of shrubs, I'm thinking about the native plants and that some of the pollen's coming off. Silverberry, great big plant, gets up head high or beyond. Nice evergreen, solid hedging kind of plant, but it grows wild out in the forest. So you'll just see this in the lower elevation down towards Skull Valley. You'll see pockets of silverberry. Silk tassel, another evergreen, a wild native plant, gets up easily 8-10 feet tall. Same thing, evergreen plants in bloom right now, white flowers, beautiful plant. I would put the cotoneaster family or cotton Easter family, that whole family of shrubs, again, evergreen. There's some native varieties here. They're usually about hip high with silver foliage, but the big clusterberry cotoneasters also, they're direct cousins. The DNA is the same, but it gets bigger. It gets easily 10 feet tall with big clusters of red berries all over. It's quite striking. Great screening plant. But anytime you see cotoneaster, you know you got a good plant. I would say crepe myrtles. They're sun-loving. They love the sunnier areas out in the valley areas. Chino, they're beautiful specimens. And they just grow for years and years and years. The list goes on and on.
Waters Garden companion plants for July are hibiscus, maple, verbena, and crepe myrtle.
Crepe myrtle flowers are intense watermelon pink, solar reds, and LED whites that cover this heat-loving shrub.
Plant where you enjoy its beautiful multicolored bark and sinuous branches up close.
the flowers show against forest green foliage that turns red and orange in autumn.
Growing to just head height, every yard has room for at least one, and only available for summer planting here at Waters Garden Center in Prescott.
For a more fruitful garden, increase success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Waters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.